Good morning. It is Friday, October 13th. I'm always a big fan of Friday the 13th. Today's a little bit of a different one. If you're paying attention to the news and the cry for global, I mean, whatever they want to call it, uprising, jihad, whatever they're screaming, it's kind of crazy to consider where we're sitting right now. Very interesting times. Just be safe out there. Pray for others. Be kind to everybody you can be, and just stay put. If that's what's going on around you guys, just stay put. Let people have their thing. Very interesting times. I have really no knowledge as to what can or will or whatever's going to happen. Just crazy to see what's happening in the world today. But let's get into market stuff because that's why I'm here. Give you a rundown of what's going on in the market. So what we have, interestingly enough, they're talking about prices of housing starting to drop. They're talking about price reductions on listings, and that they're happening at a large pace. But think about this. Let's get into the psychology of the people listing their home for sale. The majority of them are like, let's list this bitch up there. I think it's worth this. But then they get to reality because we just came off of 13 years of list it wherever you want, and people are going to offer 30 to 40,000 above list just to get in the game. That's no longer the game, right? But you still have to get people to get their mind to settle into that. It's not like you sell a house every damn day. What's interesting is everybody is finally settling into the interest rates. We're going into the sevens. Now we're cresting into the eights. It took how long to get them out of the mindset of, aren't the interest rates 3% and 4%? Well, of course they're going to have a hard time backing off of why is my house not worth 50 to 60,000 more than this. So when you start looking at these indexes, start claiming, oh, people are dropping the prices of housing. You have to understand what's happening. They're having to drop it to what the market will bear. So I don't go along with what's going on with respect to that. We also have ridiculously low inventory. And if in fact the rates went down, let's say they did go down, what's going to happen to the price of housing? It's going to jump like crazy. So if you're not jumping in and getting involved, I think you're putting yourself at risk. I don't agree with what's being said about housing right now because they're looking at it from the wrong angle. At least that's my perception. We're also looking at the CPI. Comes in saying inflation is still higher than what they're anticipated. Everything they're expecting came in higher. Wholesale inflation, the producer price index, everything's higher. It's increased. So inflation everywhere is still going up. That's why our mortgage bonds are taking a beating, because every inflationary reading is showing that the Fed is probably going to have to raise to keep slowing things down, because it's not slowing down. Then, of course, we got the spending that's going to be going on like mad because of more freaking war. So let's share with you what the market looks like. So looking here, we have this downward channel. We got back into it for a brief moment. And then, of course, inflation stuff and other things kick in to push it. It's hotter and it pushes right back down. When inflation shows it's hotter, more bonds are going to hurt. Why? It's the same reason they keep telling you want to get a long-term instrument like a 30-year fixed. If the inflation go up, meaning the dollar is actually losing value, you don't want to be locked into something for 30 years and be paying you back with something losing value. That's why people aren't so apt to jump into these bonds. So until we have something that says inflation readings are getting under more control, we're going to continue to see this go up. Inflation's higher than what they say. Guys, they're continuing to BS us on these numbers. They're BSing us on the job report badly, as I just said in the last one of these that I did. So just know the information you're seeing, it's not accurate, and it's evident right there in the bonds. We're going to keep seeing things going up. Cost of housing is going to keep going up. Rates are going to keep going up. It's just the nature of things right now. If you want more detail, reach out to me. We'll get you more detail. Talk to you soon.